Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Arlecchino Listener by me. So let's get into it. You hear it before you see it. The grinding clatter of ancient gears, the low metallic screech that echoes through the clearing. A ruin guard. You don't need to look back to know Arlecchino's watching. From right behind you. She told you to stay behind. She told you that this was not your fight. And you told her you wanted to prove something. Not to her, but to yourself. So when the ruined guard lurches to life, its single glowing eye locking onto you, with a mechanical growl, you step forward. Your first arrow flies off, and it clangs off harmlessly. But it gets its attention, the great hunk of metal turning, legs grinding with rust and power. You sprint, fast, dodging the first missile it fires, and it detonates right behind you. But you don't flinch. You keep moving, and you feel her gaze. From somewhere above, her presence like a second shadow. It makes you faster. You weave through its legs, draw your blade, and carve through a joint in one smooth motion. Sparks fly, but it's not enough to bring it down. Not yet. And so it swings. You duck, roll, and strike again. This time, at the power node on its back. And you can feel your heart thudding. You're breathing fast, but steady. You've trained for this. You've earned this. Another missile and another dodge. A near miss. The edge of the explosion clips your arm, and you bite back a grunt of pain. You cannot look weak right now. Not in front of her, and most of all, not in front of yourself. The ruined guard pauses, stuttering in its movements. Your chance. And as you land the final strike, it goes boom, the core exploding in sparks and smoke. You leap clear just in time, landing on one knee in the grass, your breath ragged, chest heaving, and you slowly stand, your arm bleeding and your shoulder aching, but you're alive, and you've defeated it. And when you look up, Arlecchino's already walking towards you. She's still as polished and unbothered as ever, and she stops just a few feet away. Well, you didn't die. You grin, wiping blood from your face. Told you I wouldn't. She tilts her head, red eyes narrowing slightly as she scans you, top to bottom. She sees the scorch mark on your arm, the bleeding, the fresh neck above your eyebrow, and the wild look in your eyes. I should reprimand you, she says. You could. I told you to let me handle it. You did? She steps closer. Her tone stays flat, but her eyes are alive with something feral. And yet, you ignored me. Because I knew I could win. And I did, didn't I? There is a pause, and then her mouth curves into a slow, dangerous smile. You're utterly insufferable. You laugh softly, and she walks the final step, gripping your jaw with one hand, tilting your face toward hers. Not rough, but firm. Why? Your brows knit. Why what? Why did you insist on doing this alone? Was it pride? You shake your head. It wasn't about pride. I wanted to prove this to myself. And I wanted you to see me. Her gaze sharpens. I know you protect me. And I know you're strong. But sometimes I wonder if you remember I can protect myself, not just someone who waits in your shadow. She lets the sound stretch, her fingers loosening slightly against your cheek. I never thought you were. You act like it. You act like I'll just break if something goes wrong. I worry. That's not the same thing. You lean into her touch. Then watch me. Let me be your equal. She exhales through her nose, the closest she ever comes to a sigh. Her thumb brushing over your cheekbone. You are. Even if I hate watching you bleed for it. And later, after she's patched you up, personally, despite insisting it's inefficient, you both sit beside that broken wreck of the ruined guard. You rest your head on her shoulder, and she does not pull away. I mean it. You murmur. I don't want to just stand beside you as decoration. I want to stand with you. In all of it. She turns her head slightly, lips brushing your forehead. Then, stop challenging me and walk with me instead. You glance up at her, surprised. But there was no way I would have been able to do that without challenging you. She nods and holds your hand. Well, now you are. You don't need to prove yourself anymore. I get to see it with my own eyes now. And I'm serious. She murmurs, watching you out there. Watching you out there was like watching the most magnificent performance I've seen. It's nothing short of extraordinary. You grin. So what you're trying to say is that I was beautiful? She chuckles. I think you're mine. And yes, beautiful, stupid, and utterly reckless. Well, at least beautiful is one of them. She chuckles, kissing you softly. We should go home. The children will be worried. You're right about that. Can we stop on the way and get some food? She smiles. We can do that. Yes. And even though you had just one of the most important conversations between you two, somehow, it still felt like an ordinary day. And in the best way it ever could.